What's going on, gentlemen?
Hola!
Hola. So, about a few years back, got out of a marriage. Took a couple years, got myself in shape before I hit the dating market again. Once I do so, one little time I'm taking a leak, and I go and I didn't tuck it all the way back in the flap, and I go to zip up. Mm-hmm. Well, it yanks about 1.5 inches right up the top of the shaft.
Yep.
So when it goes to heal, it turns into about a $50 size scab. And I got about 7 partners on the roster at the time.
Damn.
And, hey, man, I was vicious. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to explain this because I got this gnarly looking scab dead center on the junk. And basically, lights were off. All of it.
That was it. So you were still getting laid. You just made it a point to turn off the lights.
Yes, sir.
But didn't that break the scab? I zipped my junk once. I won't go through the whole story, but I didn't end up with a scab that big. But it does scab up. And then as a guy, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to wake up with an erection, right? It's just what your body does in your sleep. But it would break it open every morning. Yeah, every time. It was so annoying because I'm like, look, this is not, you tell kids, quit picking at a scab. Stop scratching the cut, right? You'll open it back up. I'm not doing any of this. Yeah. I am leaving my penis alone, which I am not known to do. But in this instance, I did. But every morning, this thing will rip back open, a little bit of blood again. The healing process sucks.
Yeah, and if you go to sleep with boxers on, then it ends up drying to the blood ends up drying to the boxers.
Yeah,
and then you gotta pull it back off, and it rips again. And it's just, but yeah, when I was zipping up, man, I'm not soft and gentle about it. I zip quick and get back to what I'm doing. So when I hit it, man, it was, it went all the way. And then you got to unzip, and it was still stuck in there.
Yes. I have to say the unzipping is worse than the zip because the zip you didn't anticipate. And no one zips.
Think about if you accidentally just zip your shirt in a jacket.
But no one.
How hard it is to get that zipper unstuck.
But nobody zips slowly. When you zip up your pants, you just zip up your pants. You're not thinking, oh, man, look out for my D. So when you do it, it's happened. By the time you feel the pain, the deal is done. But the problem is unzipping it. Now you know to anticipate the pain. And so you just stare at this thing for a good 45 seconds before you go it's like pulling the Band-Aid off, Dave.
Yeah.
You just got to here we go. And it sucks.
My buddy, right, I've told this story, but years ago we're in Baltimore messing around. He was super strong. And you know how when you're in early 20s, you get drunk, you wrestle.
Yeah.
He picked me up from the back of my shorts and my underwear. How he did it, to this day, I don't know. But my underwear snapped. So then I just had these 2 scabs on the bottom,
on the inside of your thigh, underneath your
under the bottom of the satchel.
Yeah, they were actually on the satchel.
Yes. So that's when I'd go into work, I couldn't sit, walking around it was fine, but if you tried to sit down, you had to adjust.
Yes.
And sit down because it hurt so bad.
Did the temperature affect? Because we're talking about you wake up with an erection and it reopens whatever cut you got, right? So if you go from hot to cold. Right, your satchel's bouncing up and down depending on the temperature. You get in the shower and suddenly, they're 8 inches longer than they were. Did that break it open?
I can't. The main thing I remember is you ever had a little patch of road rash or something?
Yeah.
Right, because there's so much pressure, this underwear just snaps. So it was like that. So once they had scabbed up, it was okay. But the first couple of days was awful.
I just remembered twice in the last 20 years.
That you got?
That I have.
All right.
So, typically only ride
How do you forget?
Because for whatever reason, it just triggered my brain.
You try not to think about it.
That's true.
It's in the summertime. It's when I normally ride my scooter.
Yeah.
I hit a pothole, and my boys must have been on the seat. And it also happened to me on the bus. You just don't think
on
about
the bus?
Well, they're down on the seat.
Right.
So the bus hits a bump, and it just goes ding, 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 and you're like,
did you make any noise?
I mean, it's that silent scream of the pain is so bad you can't even get a scream out. It's almost like you're inhaling as you do it. Accident, medical or other, what happened to your downstairs area, 206-803-ROCK. I remember because I was just I just got to play it cool because it's a packed bus. I'm wondering, plus you can't really man spread when it's a packed bus. So I got my legs real close together, so it ding. You're like, Jesus, God.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Ahoy!
Hola!
Hey, real quick, can you guys hear me? I got you in my headphones.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, cool. So what happened to my downstairs area was I was on my mountain bike, and I went off a pretty big jump, and was going way too fast, landed, and went over the handlebars just like the previous caller. But my handlebars turned sideways, and they ripped my satchel open.
So you're basically what you're saying is your wheel turned 90 degrees. You now have the handlebar pointed straight at your junk.
Yep, it ripped it open. I crashed and burned, and I just looked down, and I got shorts on.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Nope, now we lost you.
And he's fading. All right, I think we got the gist. How old did he say he was when he did that? Anyone catch?
Well, the weird thing, I had a vasectomy, so I've seen what the inside looks like.
Yeah, but at least that's surgically.
It doesn't change the trauma.
It doesn't change the trauma.
It doesn't change what your mind is thinking.
Sure, but at least you knew what you were getting into.
God.
I've seen behind the curtain.
Yes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
And you can really see in there. I mean, you can see everything.
Does it look what we pretty much expect? Or, like, what surprised you most when you looked and you say, this is the inside of my...
Did you see the twins in there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see Mr. Peanut?
Because you got to remember, they're taking the vas deferens on the bottom end.
Right.
And then they cut it, and then they either cauterize it or they tie it. Oh, no. So in my instance, they tied it. So they pull them from the bottom, which is no pain at all. What you need to know about your boys is that from the bottom side of it, there is no nerve pain. It's all coming. That's why it feels like it's going up into your stomach.
Yeah.
Now, when they pull the top down,
Hello.
that's when you go, oh, God. And you feel the same feeling as if you got racked.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it from the bottom end at all.
No. That's why you can pinch the purse and it doesn't do anything.
Correct. But it's
Pinch
all
the purse.
It's all
Pinch the
coming,
purse.
but all that stuff just feels like it's like a super highway into your stomach.
That explains
You know?
it. Because you're right. You get hit in the balls, and inevitably, like you're holding your stomach.
Yeah.
You really hold your actual joint.
No,
Just
you're
hold
not,
your
you're not worried about the downstairs. You're worried about your gut.
Yeah.
At that point.
I definitely have puked before doing it.
Just getting hit that hard.
Well, yeah, like in football, you're not really supposed to knock over the center on a punt.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap and you shouldn't do it. So I was doing it at practice, having fun.
Being a D.
Basically, and the center finally just was smart enough as I was going over him to tug me down and put his knee up.
Oh!
Yeah, I just stood up and puked. It was, and I was like, and even the coach was like, "You've done it 5 times in a row.
You earned that.
Nobody feels bad for
Tiny.
you."
Accident, medical, or other. What happened to your downstairs area? 206-803-ROCK.
You know, Mike. Now that I say that out loud, I was just being a D to be a D.
Yeah!
It's the football field, man. That's what you do.
Hello,
Get
Travis. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola!
Love you guys. Anyway, so my story is, I guess it's the gift I kept on giving my whole life. But I was 10 years old, and I was playing chicken out on the playground, and a lot of people play that from the monkey bars, hanging. We played it from a balancing beam, standing on top of said beam, and I lost, and I went and went down, as you can imagine, and actually had to have one removed.
What?
And have been worked out and have had many stories bred from that situation.
At 10 years old.
10 years old.
Now,
yeah,
how
I wasn't
long-
that attached to it.
Was that more traumatic or less traumatic? Because you know you have one, you know you care about it, but you don't know
its special
You
purpose.
don't know everything that
Yes.
it's capable of yet. So
100%. That's exactly what I tell people, actually. Is like, I wasn't that attached to it yet. It wasn't that big of a deal to me at that time. I didn't realize until really high school that, having just...
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're a kid, you just say, hey, you might as well cut your arm. You go, oh, my God, this thing happened. As an adult, you're like, no. It is so much more than the physical part now.
Is one side of your boys down there looking like a flappy piece of chicken skin?
I think they did a pretty good job.
Did they put in a fake ping pong ball or anything?
The other one, though, is grown. Yeah, the other one, though, like basically took the place, I guess, of the other one. So, I don't have to have, testosterone replacement or
All right, now, let me ask you this, though. So you're 10 years old, you hit the balance beam. Obviously, you've crushed your satchel. How long does it take for people to reach the conclusion that you need to go to the hospital? Because you guys get hit in the junk all the time. So how long were they like, oh, my God, man?
There was it was a long time in the nurse's office. I remember them arguing amongst themselves as to, I just wanted to take my pants down and show them what was wrong.
Look at it.
So wait, did they not let you do that?
Correct. Not at first. Yeah,
Okay.
it took quite a few minutes to get to that point, and then immediately at that point, it was like call an ambulance.
Oh, damn. So as soon so you had to convince them to let them actually look, and then as soon as you showed them the evidence, you're like, "Dear God, get this boy an ambulance."
There's something.
I wasn't convincing them, or anything, but like they were like physically stopping me. I was just like, I was trying to just.
Sure, that's a bad look.
Yeah, I don't care. Just look.
But what did it look like that they? I mean, was it swollen? Was it bleeding? Was something blowing out of there, or what?
Yeah, it was basically ruptured. At that point, it was swollen, and yeah.
When you hurt yourself down there, like I had a bad situation.